Adam Maguire's back with more business news.
Thanks, Gavin. Aer Lingus is to fly a 4 times weekly service between Dublin and Seattle from mid-May of next year. Seattle is the airline's 15th transatlantic destination and the 6th announced since it was acquired by British aviation group IAG. Stephen Kavanagh is CEO of Aer Lingus and he joins me on the line now. Good morning, Stephen. Why Seattle?
Good morning, Adam. We see strong demand between Ireland and Seattle, but we also see strong demand between Seattle and Europe, and increasingly as we use Dublin as a gateway, these new opportunities to connect Europe and North America really is what's driving the Aer Lingus growth story.
With this service, you'll have upwards of 2.7 million seats going across the Atlantic next year. That's quite a bit more than the number of people who made the trip between Ireland and North America last year. Is that really sustainable?
It is, because what we're doing is we are, of course, serving our primary market, Ireland and North America, but we're adding those customers who use Aer Lingus services across our European networks and across our North American networks to make journeys that they can combine themselves. So we're competing in a marketplace of 75 million rather than the demand to and from the island of Ireland. And that's what's, as I said, that's what's driving our business, and the geography of Dublin is what's creating a unique advantage for Aer Lingus in that context.
A big part of that business, of course, is that you're drawing in people from regional airports around Britain to come to Dublin who then go on to the US. Can that business survive a hard Brexit, especially if that includes the Open Skies Agreement breaking down?
I think it can. I think ultimately we're confident that agreement will be reached between the EU and the UK. But even in the context of a hard Brexit, I think traffic flows will continue. And as well as the UK, obviously we have significant operations across Europe. And increasingly it's in Europe that our opportunity is, where US customers, principally wanting to visit European cities such as Rome, Amsterdam, Paris, Barcelona, they're using Dublin as the gateway to get there.
You're not the only ones to have spotted the opportunity in transatlantic travel. Competition in the market has increased considerably, particularly in Ireland. That's putting a lot of pressure on your service as well.
It's keeping us very competitive. We've never been more profitable and we've never had more growth opportunities. So we're using competition to make ourselves better. So the customer is obviously getting a lot more choice these days, but we believe our value proposition will keep us ahead of the rest.
You did recently introduce a no-frills saver seat, including no blanket or headphones for passengers. That's going to eat into margins, isn't it?
No, it's not. What we did is we reduced prices for those because obviously the price reflects the product, but people then have a choice to build back up their product. So if you want to buy the upgraded meal, if you want to pay for bags that you didn't think you were going to when you made the original booking, or if you want a different seat assignment, and then we'll create that opportunity. But it's your choice, and we're confident that we can generate the same revenue ultimately from our guests, but it's at the choice of the guests. So we're confident that the economics work for us.
Another part that's quite important for your transatlantic business is, of course, Dublin Airport. Your boss, Willie Walsh, was quite critical of their investments, and your Chief Operating Officer, Mike Rudder, said last month that relations had soured between the two sides. How can Aer Lingus grow when it can't get along with its main hub?
I think we've got to find a constructive dialogue, and I'm happy to report that the appointment of Dalton Phillips as the DAA CEO, that we've met. I think we understand both the opportunity and the challenges, and we'll find ways collaboratively to progress.
What is it that you want from Dublin Airport?
We want the opportunity recognised and supported by proactive investment. So we have placed over $1 billion worth of orders for aircraft to grow, and we want, with confidence, to have visibility as to how we're going to do that. So we want investment, proactive investment, not reactive investment. We want the ability, with confidence, to invest, because we don't know how big this business can become, and we're not going to set a ceiling at this point in time.